Hello, my name is Amir Kitson, here representing San Antonio Testing Laboratory Incorporated. Today we're going to discuss how to collect samples for routine minerals for water quality analysis for drinking water personal use. Also, we're going to discuss how to collect samples for water potability tests for drinking water personal use for bacteriological analysis. The lab will provide you with a 1,000 ml container or 1 liter, which will be used to collect for the routine minerals for water quality analysis for drinking water personal use. Remove the cap from the container provided, placing the cap bottom down on the countertop. Open the faucet using cold water, allowing the water to flow without splashing. Collect the sample within 1 minute of opening the faucet. Fill the container up to the neck of the bottle without allowing the water to overflow from the container. Place the cap on the container. Next, we're going to label the container with the labels provided. Start by writing the date the sample was collected, the time sample collected, the collector's name, and the site where the sample was collected. Our example today being kitchen faucet. Remove the label provided. And apply the label to the container. Place the container in the ice chest with ice to keep sample at 4 degrees Celsius or below. Do not use dry ice because it may break the container. Next, we're going to discuss how to collect water samples for water potability tests for drinking water personal use for bacteriological analysis. Here we have a 100 ml container which we will provide that is preserved with sodium thiosulfate. Sodium thiosulfate is used to preserve the sample and neutralize the chlorine in the water sample for bacteriological analysis. Here's a 100 ml line. Do not fill the container with more or less than 100 mils. Use exactly 100 mils. Do not break the seal of the container until you are ready to collect the sample. Before collecting the bacterial sample, wash your hands with soap and water. Next, put on clean gloves. If you do not have clean gloves, the lab may provide you with clean gloves in a sample kit. Okay, there are 2 techniques for sterilizing the sink to collect the bacterial sample. The first technique is for faucets made from metal. The second technique is faucets made from non-metal. First, we'll discuss option 1, faucets and sinks made from metal. First, you must remove the aerator and screen before collecting the sample. You may use pliers to remove the aerator and screen. Remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Next, we open the faucet to allow the water to flow for 10 minutes without splashing, using cold water. Once the 10-minute time has elapsed, we're going to sterilize the faucet with isopropyl rubbing alcohol, which you can get at grocery stores. Use approximately 3 to 4 mils of the isopropyl alcohol and pour it on the head of the faucet. Allow the alcohol to drip off of the head of the faucet. Once the alcohol has dripped off the faucet, we must flame the head of the faucet. Remember, alcohol is a flammable liquid and you must use caution when flaming the head of the faucet. Do not bend over the faucet to avoid burns. Apply the flame. You will see an almost invisible blue flame color. This will take approximately 20 to 30 seconds to burn out. Do not blow on the flame. Once the flame is blown out, open the faucet using the cold water and allow it to flow without splashing. Remove the seal from the container, open the cap and place bottom down. Fill the container to the 100 ml mark. Do not overfill the container because the sample will be invalid if you do. Now, we will label our label provided with the date, time sample was collected, collector's name, and sample site, kitchen faucet. Place the container in the ice chest with ice to keep sample at 4 degrees Celsius. Remember, do not use dry ice because this may break the container. Next, option 2. Faucets made of non-metal. First, we open the faucet, allowing the water to flow for 10 minutes without splashing. Once the 10-minute time has elapsed, turn off the faucet. Using commercial bleach, which you can get at a grocery store, pour the bleach into a container which the head of the faucet can completely submerge inside the container. Submerge the head of the faucet in the bleach and let the bleach stand in the head of the faucet for 15 minutes. Once the 15-minute time has elapsed, turn on the cold water and allow the water to flow without splashing. Let the water flow for 15 minutes and then collect the sample. Once the 15-minute time has elapsed, remove the seal, place the cap bottom down on the countertop, and fill the container to exactly the 100 ml mark, not allowing the water to overflow from the bottle or the sample will be invalid. Place the cap on the container, place in the ice chest with ice to keep sample at 4 degrees Celsius or below. Next, we will discuss the chain of custody. Once you have collected the samples, you need to fill out the chain of custody. If you have any questions about your chain of custody, feel free to give us a call or bring the chain of custody in and we will help you fill it out. First, you need to write your name, address, where sample was collected, and phone number, email, sample number 1, the date sample was collected, time sample was collected, matrix will be drinking water, sample method will be grab, sample identification will be kitchen, faucet. Number of containers, we used 3 containers today, the 1000 ml container, the 2 100 ml containers for the bacterial analysis. So sample amount will be 1200 mils. Then X, routine minerals and bacterial analysis. Then X, preserved with Na2S2O3, which is sodium thiosulfate. And finally, there's a 24-hour hold time for the bacterial analysis samples. Please bring the samples before the 24-hour time is elapsed so that we may test the sample due to the hold time requirements. If you have any questions, feel free to give San Antonio Testing Laboratory a call at 210-229-9920. Thank you for your time, goodbye, and good luck.